Welcome back to our channel, your go-to source for the latest global updates. Today we're covering some major developments, from escalating tensions in Ukraine and China's economic retaliation, to alarming climate changes and economic shifts worldwide. Stay tuned because you won't want to miss this. Hit that like button and subscribe for daily news updates. Now let's dive in. Breaking news from Ukraine. Russia has just launched a massive wave of attacks across the country, targeting key energy and gas infrastructure. This marks one of the most aggressive assaults in recent months, just as the United States decided to halt intelligence sharing with Ukraine. Kyiv officials have confirmed multiple explosions in major cities with power outages reported in affected regions. The U.S. has responded cautiously, stating that they are monitoring the situation while preparing for negotiations in Saudi Arabia. What do you think? Should the U.S. resume its intelligence sharing support? Let us know in the comments. Next up, tensions between the U.S. and China are rising again. The Biden administration has imposed new tariffs on Chinese imports, sparking backlash from Beijing. In response, China has slapped tariffs on American agricultural products, increasing concerns of a full-blown trade war. China's foreign ministry spokesperson called the U.S. move hypocritical and warned of further retaliations. Meanwhile, global markets have reacted negatively, with investors fearing a repeat of past economic clashes between the two superpowers. Could this affect global supply chains? Do you think these tariffs are justified? Drop your opinions below. Shocking climate news. Scientists have reported that Arctic and Antarctic sea ice levels have hit a record low. Experts say the Arctic is now 8% below its historical average, while Antarctic ice is a staggering 26% lower than expected. This rapid ice melt could accelerate global warming and disrupt ocean currents, potentially leading to catastrophic weather changes worldwide. And here's the most alarming part. Scientists predict that the Arctic could experience its first completely ice-free day by 2030. Is climate change getting the attention it deserves? What should world leaders do? Tell us your thoughts. Now let's talk about the U.S. economy. The latest job report shows that the U.S. added 151,000 new jobs in February, but the unemployment rate has risen slightly to 4.1%. While job growth is seen in healthcare, financial services and transportation, federal employment has dropped by 10,000 jobs. Analysts say this mixed data signals economic uncertainty ahead. Do you think the economy is getting better or worse? Comment your thoughts. In France, a cultural battle is underway. The national lottery Française des Jeux has rebranded itself as FDJ United, and many French citizens are not happy. Critics argue this is yet another example of English taking over French culture. The company says the new name reflects its expansion in Europe, but traditionalists are pushing back, calling it an attack on the French language itself. Should countries fight to protect their language, or is globalization inevitable? Let's discuss. More geopolitical news. China is ramping up its military budget by 7.2% amid growing tensions with the U.S. Chinese officials have openly stated they are preparing for various forms of war if American policies threaten their national interests. In response, U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has declared that the United States is also prepared for conflict if necessary. Are we heading towards a new Cold War? What's your take on this situation? Share your thoughts. And finally, a sports story with political twists. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is just around the corner, but preparations are being overshadowed by trade tensions between the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. The Trump administration's tariffs on Canadian and Mexican imports have sparked economic disputes, with potential impacts on tournament logistics and funding. Will politics ruin the World Cup experience? What's your opinion? Let's talk. That's all for today's World News Update. If you found this video informative, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for daily updates. Which story shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Until next time, stay informed and stay safe.